Alrighty, gang, welcome to And Another Fucking Thing, live episode 6. Supreme Court decides whether or not we have a dictator edition.
Oh yeah.
So, we learned something, and that's that there's no fucking bottom. Trump's lawyers will argue the most inane shit in order to allow him to become a fucking dictator, dude.
I didn't really listen to the arguments today. What'd they say?
I mean, you didn't listen to any of the arguments at all?
Only like the couple lines Tony played on his show.
Dear sweet holy lord. They kept bringing up any single, well, Fitzgerald mainly, but any possible precedents to be like, Trump could say a coup or assassinating anyone that might be, I don't know, a threat to him politically can just be construed as an official act. And that's pretty fucking bunkers if you ask me, dude.
hmm
I'm just making sure like I'm not overreacting here.
Joe Biden should just make like Nero, dissolve the Congress. It's an official act. Can't be illegal.
Well, the thing that's amazing is that I believe it was Tony yesterday that said that why would Trump's lawyers try to fight for Joe Biden's immunity so much? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
But aside from that, like, I, did did you honest to God hear the bad faith arguments that Alito and Thomas were putting forward? Like fucking Thomas mentioning Operation fucking Mongoose. Like it's ridiculous just how apparently bought and paid for they are. Like I recommend if you want, go ahead and pull up some fucking clips of Sauer arguing about how a fucking coup could be construed as an official duty. I'm not joking, bro.
Like Alito did, or the
No,
Trumper.
John Sauer, the fucking Trump's lawyer, bro. It's absolutely nuts, absolutely insane. I mean, it really, 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 really goes to show that they will say anything in order to justify getting their theocratic monarchy.
Yeah,
Like, there's
but
there's truly no fucking depths that they won't
it,
dive to. It blew my mind yesterday, truly.
I mean, it really is what we've been saying for years. Like the shit that the U.S. does abroad, we're gonna bring it here. It's practice to bring it home. And they're just confirming that by saying, well, we can do coups in other countries. Why can't we do them here?
Well, some of the anti-gay laws that were passed in Africa were, honest to God, speared on by Christian nationalists in America. Um, Money, support, like propaganda efforts and stuff. But juxtapose that at the same time with seeing all the stuff that's coming out about the Trump trial with David Pecker basically being like, yeah, we pretty much helped influence the 2016 election, which is what the Republicans were constantly screaming about what Hunter's laptop would have been doing. So once more projection. But also I'm laughing at like just the juxtaposition of the fact that Trump's in court right now while David Pecker's spilling all the secrets about him and his extramarital affairs with a porn star while Biden's out on the campaign trail, like fucking touting accomplishments and infrastructure in like every town he goes to, including like last night, like pointing out Elise Stefanik saying that she thinks that the money that's coming to their community that from the bipartisan infrastructure is like a great thing, and it's like you voted against it.
Did Skip's mic cut out? Yeah.
Weird. It's not.
Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna say weird. It's not.
I was just reading about John Sauer's arguments.
Dude. Like, is it not the most asinine shit?
Mm-hmm.
What's up? What's up? Yeah. Yeah.
Be happy to. Get on.
Oh, you kind, mister. If you be so kind to take me to LeGras, that's where I'm from. That's where my people is from.
Sure, that's fine.
Don't normally trust no outside man. No offense, mister. Just don't trust him much.
Can't blame you.
All right, ma'am. I don't trust him much either.
You seem like a horse rider, yeah, your whole life, I bet. Horse don't help much in LeGras, no. Neither horse can swim fine as a duck, be much more
Yep.
does.
Oh man, that hurts even more that it was Barrett that torpedoed that shit.
Yeah, like she is it fucking crazy that Barrett might be the only one that might save us from a dictatorship? Like she's the only one that seems like she's even halfways on the fence.
Yeah.
Sure it's the horse that's the problem? Maybe you
I
should
mean,
be worried
Alito and Thomas are fucking fascists.
Yeah.
The other ones I know, but I don't think Roberts is. I don't think. Yeah, Barrett might not be.
Can't find yourself no home to live and grow and die in if you always moving.
Woo.
Build no roots down. Can't grow nothing up. Always moving is no good.
Maybe I don't want roots. How about that? I'm not looking to settle.
You think when was the last time you spent the week in the same bed? How long ago was that? I asked you, but it was a long time. No offense, but I bet it's been a long time for you.
Thomas has been in Harlan Hitler's bed for a long time.
Yep. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, Justice Jackson was like, so he can just do a coup, and that's like an official duty. And Sauer's like, yeah, pretty much it is.
Yeah. His fucking RFK voice.
Dude, fuck him. I cannot believe, like, just the amount of, for lack of better words, just cynicism, you know, to be able to even bring this forth, like when it's brought forth in a straight manner for you to straight face lie. Like he fucking knows. He fucking knows that what he's saying is horseshit. Sorry, chicken. He knows what he's saying is horseshit. He knows it for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
He was the same one that in front of the Colorado Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
Because I looked at that one.
Yeah, same one. It's just like,
you know.
Go ahead.
And they asked him what an insurrection was, and he's like, well, I don't think there is a definition of one, so you can't actually commit an insurrection.
Well, I loved how basically Justice Jackson basically called him out. She was like, you don't want to say yes because you know how that would sound. Because like, well, the framers was they if you go back to Fitzgerald versus, and it's like, dude, we fucking see you. Like, the world's not stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's how any single time when you happen to catch a fucking politician, namely a conservative, in a lie because you got them on camera or tape, instantly your words were taken out of context. Their words were taken out of context. I believe George Carlin did an entire fucking congressional speech and talked about that exact example, if I'm not mistaken.
Their constant claims that it's out of context.
Yeah. If you happen to actually get them where they're dead to rights, then you're still wrong. Like, you're taking it out of context. No matter what, they have to, be the fucking victim, which is another thing that, I mean, both Thomas and Alito, they love the whole, like, Donald Trump feels persecuted fucking angle.
Yeah. It's just projection, though, because they take things out of context. Remember what they did to Hillary in 2016? Coal miners. Oh, we're going to put a lot of coal miners out of work. They took those few words out of the entire speech where she was talking about bringing different industries to West Virginia.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, bad faith is bad faith.
Yep.
But the moment that you point it out with a Republican, they're like, you're taking it out of context.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, you mean you're busted. Is that what that means? Because it sounds a lot like that to me.
You want to watch the whole thing? We can watch the whole thing. Hey, I did that with the Trump fucking bleach comments. That's why someone won't talk to me anymore.
No.
Yeah. It's like, he never said, yes, he did. They took that out of context. They took what out of context? When he said it, so he did say it. Well, yeah, but I'll bring up the whole thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
See, look, there we go.
Dude.
You just hate Trump. Okay, whatever.
Did you see the clip of that one fucking commentator on Fox? I don't know who it was. He was this black dude, and he was talking about Biden's gaffes. And there was I suppose she's a journalist, also has like podcast, whatever. And she went in there and she said, Trump makes plenty of gaffes too. He's like, oh yeah, like what? He's like, she's like, I don't know. I won the election. The election was rigged. And then he loses his ever-loving mind. Like, starts like bashing his leg with the paper and yelling about Biden, saying gaff after gaff after gaff after gaff. Like, if you say anything bad about Trump to that group, like, it's like, they lose their fucking mind. It's in the same way that like hardcore Christians will lose their mind if you even question their faith. Like, there's a sect of this world that has a serious problem with thinking for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you literally take Justice Jackson's, I suppose, hypotheticals that she put, and just boil them down to, so you're saying that the president can just kill anybody he wants to get away with it, and he can also like do a coup, and that's cool, and unless he's tried and convicted by the Senate, that's fine. But if he happens to have members of the Senate murdered, so he can't be convicted for that because he has to be tried and convicted in the Senate. You see what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's nothing that says he can't just kill the senators.
Right. See, they got this, like, they're trying to play this fucking legal Calvin ball.
Yeah. I mean, this is the exact shit that not Nero. What was the fucking guy's name? Was it Tiberius, maybe? But anyway, yeah, he did that same shit. Just threatened senators, get away with all kinds of stuff.
I'm sorry for your predicament.
Well, Tiberius, yeah, I mean, eventually he was sent to that isle in Capri where he did all that weird shit. And then fucking Caligula was sent there to live with him on that island, and it's like, you expect him to turn out normal?
Yeah, right? They were all raised in fucked up houses. Like Nero.
Oh yeah, all of them.
It's just like in like the Enlightenment era, the inbred European royalty.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Habsburgs.
Yeah. Yeah. So you probably know more about that than me, living in Europe.
And wears golf cleats to church. Like, I was just thinking of the God made Trump smell thing, and he's talking about how he's just all the different things, and called him like a inbred Habsburg reject who wears golf cleats to church. And like, fucking every time he says that golf cleats to church fucking line, I die.
Oh my god,
so good.
Mm.
No, and then another thing that really pissed me off was DOJ was the prosecution. They were bringing the actual facts of what Trump has been indicted for, like the things that are in the actual indictment, the fucking facts, the thing that we have evidence for, things we saw with our own eyes, things they have documents for, fucking people confessing, everything. He's bringing these facts before Alito, and Alito basically straight up said, I just dismissing the facts. Like, he's like, I understand this happened, and it's basically any time he heard a fact he didn't like, he dismissed it. I mean, it's so fucking, like, you can go and re-find it. It's amazing.
Yeah, Alito is shit. Like, I hate that guy ever since I read Salinas versus Texas. He's just trash. He's a fascist. I have no idea how he got on that court or who he bribed. Or who he axed, more likely, because he's a Republican. He probably did someone a favor.
I'm sure Heritage had something to do with it, or the fucking prayer breakfast, or one of those goddamn Christo-fascist associations.
Yep. And we know that's how, no, not Thomas, but Kavanaugh got on the court, because he's an axe man for the Republicans.
And the thing that pisses me off is you always know that, like, those scheming ass rich politicians are always going to have fucking redneck axemen do their duty for them, because A, they can just give them some money, and B, they can help, just be like, you're doing it for your country. It's better, like, just tapping into their bigotry and just making them into blind, loyal foot soldiers. So,
or they can give him a Supreme Court seat, like they did with Kavanaugh, for helping Ken Starr go after Clinton.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about anybody that would have tried to make any sort of opposition to Kavanaugh getting on the seat. All you got to do is, all you got to do is hire some thugs.
And they're still pissed off about Bork because we wouldn't let him on the court. And Robert Hur is the next one in line.
I mean,
he swung the axe for him. He'll probably get a payoff, or they'll try at least.
I mean, they tried to expose it in that.
Oh yeah, was it Swalwell or that asked him that, or Moskowitz? One of them asked him. You'll pledge now to not take an appointment from a future Trump administration, right? Crickets.
Yep, absolute crickets. Because he knew he'd fucking perjure himself.
Not that it matters. Most Supreme Court justices do.
I wonder if Derek will show up.
Probably not. I think he said he was going to bed.
Oh, word.
Yeah, it's pretty late here, so, like,
Makes
whatever.
sense to me. I just, like, I am I'm just absolutely fucking livid over this. That a bunch of bought and paid for, blatantly bought and paid for justices can determine whether or not we can have a dictator.
Yeah. Like, hey, you know what? Like, yeah, Biden should just have the SEAL team standing in the court.
I mean, hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Right? Make sure you have 6 rounds available.
The fact of the matter is that I would have never thought that John Sauer would have fought so hard for Biden's immunity.
Yeah.
But here we are.
There's just so much more history over there. So I actually lived in the oldest building in Colorado during my college years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's in Golden. It's this big building made of stone river rock. It's called the Armory.
Yeah.
It's an apartment building now, right off the school lines campus. It was built in like 1830 or something. It's still there, still being used.
Well, neither have I, but my uncle has a factory there. He was sort of the black sheep on account of having lead, but now they
I'm sure there's
tolerate him
pictures of it.
because he's
Because it's a really cool building. It was
stone.
fun to live in. It's just got really fucking hot.
There's something else.
Even in the winter sometimes.
Family, sir?
Yeah, the way that German buildings are, it's
They
crazy.
tolerate
It's
him
like
because of the money. But
they're
me,
made
with
to
my
be able to
ideas above my station, they can't
get
stand.
air flowed through them really easily because of the material
What to say?
Well, nothing to
that
say except I hope they all rot.
German buildings are made of.
I
They don't
don't,
really breathe all that well, so they'll mold. So you have to open windows and cause a cross breeze. It's called lüfting. And I didn't know about that. And you have to do it in the wintertime too, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. You always have to do it. You have to do it every fucking day. But I'll never forget the very first time that I was just sitting there and Tam just popped the window open without saying anything. I'm just like, are you just trying to kill me? Is that what's going on here?
It's freezing out there. Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
That's a picture of the building. This old river rock building. And yeah, it was basically the same thing because they had an old school boiler in the basement. So even in the summer, or in the winter, I mean, I had to crack the windows because it was fucking hot. I was on the top floor.
Fuck. Wrong button. That's not how you don't alert the guards. Let's try this again.
Like I got Twitch pulled up, so I can, oh, there we go. Now it's on. You can row your boat.
Yes, I'm just escaping. It said
Row your
escape.
boat.
It said escape without being seen. Well, it's a pretty good method.
Steal a boat? Yeah.
Fuck off across the water,
Into the fog. Yeah.
into the fog and the gators. Pretty
Oh
wonderful.
shit, gator.
Oh, dude, there's mad gators.
Oh, I know. I've seen it. That's what you do with Klansmen.
Oh yeah. Were you here for the infamous gator hunt?
I don't know. I
Was
was here
that-
for the Klan hunt. but
Yeah,
not the-
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
about the-
Yeah, there was an infamous gator hunt that happened where it was nighttime and let's see here, where do I need to go? I guess I'll just paddle my happy ass up this way. It was nighttime. It was like dark and foggy and I was like, okay, let's hunt some gators. You know what I mean? Put a little weird music on in the background and all. And then my boat got stuck. And there was no way back except through the dark ass swamp in the fog, chock full of gators and snakes. And a gator gets you with one bite. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
They'll just take you under, you're dead.
right. So I went from the hunter to the hunted real fucking
Yeah.
quick.
Happens a lot.
What's that?
It happens a lot.
Dude, it was
People-
yeah. I had music going and everything, and I mean, you know, if you're gonna have an immersive gaming experience, it was certainly the way to do it because I mean, I had all the lights off, I had that fucking creepy ass music going, and I was in the swamp, and I was like, okay, you know, if I can hunt some gators, whatever. Be in my boat, I'll be fine. And then the boat gets stuck. And all of a sudden you have to go across so much land. And it's dark and it's foggy and the gators blend in with the darkness. And bro, like, I really wish that was captured. Go to skipfransjr.net for podcasts.
Record player that I could just spin records all the time.
I run into the bathroom and I'm covered in blood. Like I had put my tooth through my bottom lip.
For music. For gaming and pro-liberty game rants. That's skipfransjr.net.